Sorry about the last camera angle. That was really kind of messed up, right? Leaving Tesla, beautiful morning. I'm actually riding in the morning without a shirt on, man. Get my sun vitamins. It's not that cold. It's gonna warm up a little bit. And I'll start going to the wind, it's colder. I thought about putting on a shirt, but fuck it. Maybe we should do it. Sure. Alright, I'm gonna put on a shirt here by the sagebrush. Because it's alright without a shirt when you're not riding, but they start riding, goddamn. The wind chill. It's gonna be hot. It was like 95 degrees or something, 90 degrees. Hold on a second here. Alright. Are we on? Are we ready to rock and roll, everybody? Morning. Let's see here. The journey continues. Got my backlight here. $5 on Amazon. Rocking my new Pacific Design work. Front light, the 700 City. I didn't want to buy one. The 400 City was great. However, my USB charger must have shorted it out and it didn't work anymore, so I had to get a new light. And they had a 700 watt version. And I've given you a review of that light before, but it already got me. And it's pretty cool. The 700 version is awesome. I haven't actually used it on a night ride yet. I just use the daytime pulse because I haven't ridden this light in the night. The Oxford commuter is sold like under a different brand on Amazon for $5. I got that with the remote, and my rear night rider light, the real bright one that already sent me, it also shorted out in that stupid charger I had. So they got a 250 version now. Pretty bright rear light. And you need it on I-80 here. Everywhere you go. You can never have enough lights, right? So, morning for me when I went to work, I wasn't in a very good mood. I'm sorry. A little bit of frustration. Working hard. Not enough sleep. And hell, why don't we start out by talking about Viagra a little bit. You guys know I was talking about trying some Viagra. I got a prescription for Viagra. My insurance covers it. Costs $10 for 30 pills. I tried it a couple times. And no difference, everybody. And I didn't want to give up. So I mean, I'm not like. I think that like I'm not that. I don't think I have serious problems or anything. But then the third time I tried it, and I could tell, wow, a little bit more intensity going on. Pretty cool. Not necessary, but pretty cool kind of little thing that Viagra is. One thing about it though, I noticed is for about 7 hours, 6 hours, I don't know, 4 hours, 5 hours, you could feel like an increase in your blood pressure slightly or something. I'm not sure. Makes you a little bit edgy for me. I noticed that. But yeah, I guess I'm pretty late to the game with Viagra. I mean, if you haven't tried it, even if you don't need it, try it. It's pretty cool. But anyways, this morning, my last video, I'm not even sure I'm gonna put it up or not. It's not a good video, right? But anyhow, I read some of the comments from the guy that sent the original comments. About giving too much info. You know, I've always been pretty open with everybody on the channel. Deep thoughts, that's the whole point. Well, I don't do it off the bike that much, right? So I understand a little bit. In fact, I agree with some of this guy's comments he wrote in the other video. I hear you, man. We're not on a lot of different pages. Like, pretty much have the same train of thought. Don't misjudge me though. I'm not into credit cards that much, and I'm going to be paying these off as fast as I can. So have no fear. Thanks for watching for a long time. He's got a Shirley Ogre too. Listen for 18 months. It's awesome. You know. So I'm in a better mood a little bit after my 12-hour shift. I submitted my proposals and ideas and Kaizen reports. Who knows? Maybe somebody will care. Maybe they won't. But I know one thing. If I don't try, nothing gets better. So, you know, I've always had to do all the planning at home and lead my wife, because that's how my wife is, man. I know you guys think I must be like controlling or something. Nah, you don't understand. I think my wife has like adult autism or something. I need to get it checked out. But man, a lot of things. So I've always been like the really above and beyond leader most of the time in our house. It's not really a role that I savior in our relationship, but you know, sickness and health, right? So sometimes it's a lot, and also like in China, I had a lot of time to try to help and guide and help my wife, right? And in the US, it's the opposite. So for me, seeing how bad the schools are, I'm going to talk about the schools again, it's just kind of overwhelming. So, you know, when I first went to buy our house and I found out about not being able to get a mortgage and not everybody saying no to me, I couldn't get credit to buy a house, and I was really discouraged. I felt like I wasn't going to be successful, and I was going to have to be paying $1,500 to $2,000 a month rent like all the other people. Like one morning I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to do that. And I just like really, I felt like devastated. But then I ate away at it day by day, and I found a way to get a mortgage, and man, it was not easy, but I did it, and stressed, but I got it. And this situation right now with our kids and the education system and my wife, it's a lot of stress too. I mean, I did so much in China for my kids' homeschool. It's impossible for me to imagine doing that same amount here in America while I work this job. So I felt overwhelmed. For a second I got into my kids' laptops, but then, you know, after a second, oh, somebody lost their lunch. I'm not gonna look, okay? After a second of looking at their laptops, all of a sudden it's 12 o'clock. All of a sudden it's 1 o'clock. All of a sudden I only got an hour and a half or 2 hours of sleep before I go to my shift. And that was powerfully overwhelming. That I realized that I can't take the approach of what I used to in China and help my kids, because my greatest asset was what I don't have in America, and that was time. So that made me in a bad mood, and I wasn't happy with what my wife did the last 4 months. I mean, she's tried and she's done well, but some other things she could do better, you know, and I don't hate her, and I was upset, but we're a team, right? And I can't chastise her too much, because, you know, I've got to, if she doesn't learn the lesson and she can't complete a task, my challenge is to find a way to alter my strategy to help her complete that task. And that's what a teacher is, you know, and I don't want to be angry. I'm not angry at my wife, but just like that mortgage, things become overwhelming sometimes. So I need some time to digest my strategy, and I think I got it. It requires me to stay focused, stay sincere, on target with little things, alter my wife's targets, and we'll get there. I mean, failure's not an option. So, just gotta improve. Ain't no mountain high enough, right? So, I know that I was so angry earlier that I didn't really explain the charter school situation good enough, I don't think. Look, at my kids' school, and what I understand is typical for a lot of public schools, There's no history or science, social studies books hardly at all. The school's not teaching the kids to bring a 3-ring notebook with dividers and binders. No organization skills. They don't have textbook materials hardly at all. Their science program is almost non-existent. Their curriculum, their syllabus is almost nothing. So now let me say on the positive note, the kindergarten teacher is a great teacher. She does have good skills with kindergarten. The Solaris' teacher is like a new teacher. I think she needs some training, but all she ever knows from teaching is this current public school environment. I think with the proper training, she could be a good teacher. And she's been patient with Solaris, with the special needs, so I have great appreciation. And Bobby's teacher, wow, she also a different type of teacher, but more analytical. But they just don't have the resources and the curriculum mapping of materials to reach the Common Core strategy, even though I don't like Common Core, but you could match it and you can meet the standards of Common Core with better materials and a carefully thought out strategy. And so anyways, when I saw the websites and the academics for the is that pretty over there, everybody? It's a beautiful morning, I'm sorry. For the charter schools, in comparison to the public schools, I feel like the charter schools are absolutely robbing the public schools of assets. You know, the charter schools do have clear syllabuses. They do have an accessible list of their books used and their textbooks. Classroom, they have everything what public schools had that I remember going to in Colorado as a child. They had the same published companies, Scott Borisman and Vision. I mean, not to say that I even like all the charter school material, but for me as a homeschool teacher and a teacher, I realized that rarely do you find a single book that teaches multiple topics well. I would take my resources from multiple books. Hence, the children had digital libraries, which include all the books that they have in the charter school in our private library. I would study each book and try to get the appropriate material for the targets. Now, I developed a system that in China, I would teach in small groups, parents. I would teach parents how to be teachers and students how to teach themselves what really looks like the equivalent of charter school type curriculum material. And it's a travesty that our public schools here do not have that material. In 2019, there is a divide between content and programs and curriculum material in the public school system compared to the charter school. And I'm not even talking about private schools, okay? I morally believe that all children should have access to education. That 2019 education is a human right, and it shouldn't be dictated by geographical location or walls of a building or cost of a tuition. So when I see parents that are less than literate or caught up in their jobs, going to work like I am right now, they don't have the luxury to have one parent stay at home, and they have no choice dropping their children off in charters or public schools because the charter schools are full. I think that's a great injustice to an entire generation of youth. I will go to my children's school and donate my library and all my resources. And unfortunately, I can't teach there. Next term, my children will go to another school where they have a strategies program to honor the IEP for Solaris and Paul, and Bob will accompany them. But I've read the reviews of the other school that they're going to, and the reviews sound just like what I witnessed this term. So I'm forced this term to create a list of charter schools and try to get my kids on a waiting list. Number one, unjustly. Number two, I'm trying to get a promotion or raise so I could spend less time in the factory and more time preparing my children's curriculum so they could come home and be educated in science and geography and history and many things which are missing in the school system. It's very hard for me to take on this burden, but I have to fight for my children to get a better education. And my wife seems a little bit more serious here in America. I think she's going to give a better effort. But for her, the challenges are quite vast. The simple things like planning, scheduling, organizing are skills that my wife just doesn't have. And I don't mean that facetiously or demeaningly. It's like a real challenge for me. And I know she doesn't do it intentionally. So I have to try to help her. And yeah. So that's about the school stuff, guys. Sorry about that. Oh. Oh, something's here. What is this thing? A multimeter. Well, that doesn't belong in the desert. I'm not going to talk about the things, what I found on the street from certain companies, because that's not allowed. But I have done my part to try to remedy that. And so anyways, enough about that. All right, school, sorry guys. And what else? So my wife, you know, a little bit nervous in America sometimes. Oh, a dead snake. Oh, what kind of snake is that? I think it's a rattlesnake. Too close to the main road for me to go look at it. Sorry. Not in the morning when everybody's tired. You notice I hug the right side of the road more when I'm coming home. So anyways, because the morning's more dangerous than the afternoon. So, American culture, my wife, talking about that. I've seen a lot of old men go to Asia and come, I mean, specifically with yellow fever, and come back with the, and go back with the wife or meet somebody online. I'm not criticizing anybody. You do what you want in life, right? I'm not one to pass judgment. However, I've seen that happen a lot. And for anybody watching my channel, I want you to know that that is not my situation, okay? I spent almost as much time in China as I did in America when I returned, like almost equally. I guess you could say I grew up in my later adulthood there, right? I didn't go there with the the intent to find a girlfriend or a wife or something like that. I didn't go on dating sites. You guys could do that though. I wasn't like shopping for women like a lot of people do, stereotypically. And I've seen a lot of women in China that particularly try to marry a foreigner. And this thing goes back in Chinese culture for hundreds and thousands of years. I mean, old mothers and grandmothers, they have neighborhood meetings and they try to find rich husbands for their daughter to marry. And they raise their daughters from a young age saying, you have to marry a man that's rich, that'll have a house for me when we're old, and all that stuff. And in their culture, like I said, in America, if you ask some students what they want to do, it's not uncommon that many girls in the class raise their hand and say, I want to marry a rich man. Nobody bats an eyelid. Deng Xiaoping said, to get rich is glorious. And this kind of materialism, why it might make you cringe in America. Like, sure, some women might have that motive, but they're not going to openly flaunt it without ridicule. However, that kind of traditional thing in Chinese society is not considered rude or materialistic. I'm not saying that every Chinese woman is like that, but there's a lot are, and then I see the foreigners come over sometimes, marry the girl like that, and more often than not, like, from what I've seen, the marriages turn out really bad. Sometimes a bad guy finds a bad girl, and it just doesn't work out. Sometimes it works out that okay, but really, the majority of the cases that I've seen and heard about, it's not a good situation, right? So, coming back to the US and being surrounded by foreigners again, you know, and I know that, because I didn't live with some expats go to China and they just live by all the other foreigners, right? Just like some Chinese people come to visit, they stay in Chinatown, they only speak Chinese, they never see a foreign country, right? Some expats are the same way. I'm cautious that people maybe pass judgment that, oh, my wife is with me for money, or I'm a dirty old man, or something like that. Like, I mean, they can pass that judgment on other people, and sometimes rightfully so. However, with me and my wife, we went through years and years together. You know, 15 years or something. And it's had its ups and downs, you know. So coming here though, I've learned that Americans and our culture are super predatorily aggressive. I mean, look at the huge amount of divorces in America. I shouldn't speak about that, but there's a lot of guys sleeping with a lot of wives, and like American guys, in American culture is the kind of men that do not take no for an answer. They pursue and they pursue, and they're, I mean, some Chinese guy, I mean, every culture's got men like that, right? But in American culture, it seems like in abundance. And I'm aware in America, my wife is slender, exotic, somewhat more attractive than as it is in all cultures. There's a uniqueness about being in a foreign place or seeing somebody with foreign traits. That's how our gene diversity spreads. So I'm aware that a lot of guys are going to be all over my wife. And I know my wife is pretty reclusive, and she hasn't learned to drive yet, so she hasn't experienced that. And I hope for our children and our marriage that she doesn't try to play me, because she's going to have lots of opportunities when I'm at work and the kids are in school. I know that. In fact, I'm not like a jealous guy. However, my wife, I can't go into all of her psychological condition here, but when she's in her up stage, in the past, she has been disloyal. And not a lot, I mean enough, but you know, I'm patient, and I've been pretty loyal to my wife in marriage. Now, in my history, I've not always been an angel, right? But with my wife, I've been pretty loyal, so now I hope she's cool, man. some of that plays in the back of my head, and really I care about my kids, and I'm not really the jealous type, right? But I don't want to see her destroy her life and her family's life by doing something like that, right? Which anyhow, woes me, right? I know that me working every single day is not the best thing. I'm working on it. So, brings us to the next topic. It's pretty. Cars, right? I had some thoughts tonight at work about selling my cars. Like I said, we got a 2013 Jetta Sportswagen TDI with panoramic roof, leatherette interior, with 40,500 miles, in great shape, like brand new. And 2012 Golf TDI with like 50,000 or 49,000 tech package, 5-speed manual, 6-speed manual, xenon lights, change direction with the steering. Awesome car. Now, together these cars cost about $24,000 or so, and my car payments are about $400 a month, $400 to $500 together. And it's a good, safe car for my wife and kids, and it's comfortable, and they're great cars. However, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, you know, I could be happy if I could find a 1978 to 1984 Volkswagen Rabbit diesel for like $2,000. That'd be cool for me. For my wife, I was looking at old cars, but I thought about, I want my wife to be safe, and I like to get a diesel. I thought about like spend like $4,000 or $5,000, or even $6,000 if I have to, on 2 cars. Sell the cars I got. I don't know how I guess I get the money and I get the time. Oh my God, a snake. Fucking shit. I'm worried a snake's gonna bite my ankle one day. A lot of snakes, everybody. So I'm worried about, you know, how do you sell a car when you owe money to the bank? You know, if I sell the car, hardly have any profit from them unless I sell them for more than what I bought. And so I'd probably have to finance the cheaper cars. But for me, you know, I'm okay with that. The Subaru Justy I had, it had some problems. Like, I couldn't get any brake parts hardly. The suspension parts, the parts were so hard to get for that car. I imagine they'd be easier for a Volkswagen Rabbit. But I don't want to dump a whole lot of money in a car. At the same time, oh, sorry guys, I can't pass that up. Oh my God, what do we have here? I need some of these pliers, everybody. Woo. I'm gonna have my own electrical store by the time I get home. So, I don't know, I mean, I don't love cars. I love my bike, but I don't have a great infatuation with cars. However, I really like those cars. I mean, I think for my wife and kids, it's pretty fun. And that black Golf I got, it's awesome. It's everything I want in a car. But it's a little bit expensive, right? And I just think that that money, why it's less than a new car, what other American families buy new cars, it's time away from my kids to buy it. I'd rather see that money go to help my children. So I looked online for like old Rabbits, and they just don't have any anymore. So I don't know. Maybe I get one of those old Mercedes diesels for my wife. And give me an old Rabbit somehow. I mean, we don't drive our cars that much. My car though, heck, when I'm late and I'm not riding my bike, I'm flying to work. Like Indianapolis 500. Really freaking fast. And that car really drives great. I clearly can't do that in a Rabbit. So what I'm gonna do here, if any of you guys see a Volkswagen Rabbit diesel for sale, write me a message about it, okay? And I'll try to, if you guys want to buy super nice cars, let me know, write me a message. I mean, I tried to build credit, and thing is, a car from my wife, it's got to be an automatic, unfortunately. And I hate to say it, but we really need 2 cars. And part of me wants to keep the car in case I don't have overtime, so I could drive Uber in emergency, because you have to have a new car for that, a newer model. Even though Uber is terrible compared to my job's overtime. I don't know. These are thoughts in my head, right? Like, trying to figure out a strategy to not be a human slave. So, yeah, I'm angry about that first video. I don't like taking anything down. But for the guy listening, if you're listening right now, man, I'm already with you, man. You're preaching to the choir, bringing sand to the beach. You know? So, today, Apollo is graduating kindergarten from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. I don't know. At first I thought, why? I can't go to that. I have to sleep, go to work. Of course, though, I'm gonna be there. I love my kids so much. So I'm gonna go home, try to make love to my wife. I'll leave the Viagra alone, because you know what sucks? It sucks to have to stop making love. I mean, even without Viagra, I have to be like, oh no, I have to stop now. Like, I gotta, you know, so I gotta make sure I got time. I can't just be selfish and have sex and turn my back on my kids, because it's very important to spend that morning with my children. A lot of times they come home from work and I'm already going to work, going to the factory, like so many American families. Children growing up without their parents, working to death. So in the morning time, it's my night time. I try to share my love with my kids, So, yeah. Sometimes I spend more time with my wife than I should, but other times it's a time to be like, sorry, I hate to hit it and quit it. We got stuff to do, you know? That's how I make Teslas, man. Committed to making the world sustainable. Why I buy diesels from my own family. Sadly. Can't afford a Tesla. Sorry, everybody. So, I'll go home, try to give my wife some attention, give my kids some attention, let my wife walk them to school, then I'll sleep until 1:30. I have to make a choice. Do I ride my bike to work? Or do I take the car? Getting no sleep makes it more difficult. However, when I don't ride my bike, I get serious depression. I get serious depression. And people don't understand. Today, they say, oh, hey, Robert, I saw you riding your bike. It's like 90 degrees out there. How do you do it? And I look at my Strava, and according to Strava, it was low effort. It was only like 600 or 700 calories. Not a 1200 calorie, 1800 calorie against the wind, high heart rate thing. I tell them, you know, riding in the dry desert heat compared to the humidity in Guangzhou, it's not that bad. You know? I mean, I got to work today. I really didn't feel like I was out of breath. Since I didn't wear any sunscreen, and it worked out okay. I didn't get burnt in an hour and a half. So, I'm not all sweaty from the sunscreen. I could have ridden, I think, another 25 miles pretty easily without great effort. You know, so it sucks about riding here on the right side of the road, because when you hide from the cars, there's so much debris, and these tires, they just don't have the puncture resistance. I don't want to do anything bad. I don't even want to talk about it, because that's bad luck, right? But what my colleagues don't know is it's great. It's beautiful. It's exhilarating to ride to work. If I have to sit on the company shuttle and ride to work feel lazy. I feel like sheep going to slaughter. And coworker after coworker after coworker say to me, "Oh, you could take the shuttle. You could put your bike on the shuttle." Like, come on, man. They really don't get it. You know, I'm sorry for them. They say, "Oh, I can get dun 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 an electric bike, right?" Nah, I can't get an electric bike, everybody. Then I would just, why not drive my car, right? I mean, so now I love driving with my family, driving in the desert. I found some trails near our house the other night, and I'm looking forward to going to the bicycle co-op to try to find my family some bicycles. Unfortunately, I can't afford it right now, but one day I will. Some bicycles, and I hope one day, after I can stop working overtime, I hope I can ride my bike. Look at that pretty bridge over there, the sunrise, huh? Can you see that? That valley. I hope I can ride my bike with my family and go camping. No, eating buffet doesn't help, right? We won't do that too much. It's sure nice to spend time, though, with my family, though. Every second I could get a free day. So it's good to ride. And also, you know what? It's good to get your physique, like your chi. When you ride a bike, your body does what it does best, and you become an animal. And people around you that have lost touch of their animalness, they sense your energy, and it radiates off of you. And I need this at my job at Tesla. I need to be radiating. I need to be able to compete with the people 20 and 21 that have better positions than me. Because sadly, what I'm learning is my experience and what I've done in life have so little importance. And there's a lot of other spheres of influence, politics. Sorry, I'm not gonna go into details, but I need to maintain my woof instincts among sheep, because it's really tough. And honestly, that I haven't ridden in the rain, in the cold, I feel ashamed and weak compared to what I used to be riding my bike. If you check out my old videos, part of me feels embarrassed, but you know, it's not about me. You know, riding my bike is for my kids and my family. I can't be the fat American what I see all around me. And I'm sorry if you think that's shallow, but I mean, it's an excess. I can't be a beast. I just can't do it. That's like my wife's car right there. Almost. That's a little bit newer version. That's a Golf TSI. That's 2015. After 2015, she's got the Jetta sports wagon. I can't be complacent. I'm not like in China. I can't grow old. I gotta get stronger the older I get, because my kids need me. My wife needs me. My wife is not capable of working to support the children in case something happens to me. I want to get her GED, and I like to get her into education. I don't, it's great if she had a job, yeah, that's cool, but it's not important. For me, I'd much rather see her get her GED and go to school a little bit. I hope not everybody tries to fuck her. I know they're going to, and when they do, man, I hope she's loyal. I hope she maintains her loyalty. I don't know, it's gonna be really tough for psychology in that situation. I hope she does the right thing, man. And but I like to get her a chance to get this education, and I like to empower her. However, at this time, it's got to be me. I got to be strong. And I never, for so many years, I've never considered my wife to take care of me financially. And I don't mean that in a machismo, sexist way at all. No, it's not like that at all. You guys gotta understand, my wife's psychology is different. I had married a German wife who was a dentist, dental assistant. I have no problem with that. I'm not trying to prey on people that don't have jobs or something like that. So it's no problem, it's my duty. But that just means I have to get stronger as I get older. I'm getting kind of soft here in America in some ways, and more rigid in others. And why I may not use, I might not have the opportunity to use almost any skills what I've acquired over the past 25 years in Tesla so far, I do get some opportunity. And an important skill that I learned is, like I told you guys before, I think I told you before how when I was younger, I met a guy from Vietnam. He sold me his a girlfriend that I had. Bought a car for me, man. A Nissan 300ZX from this Vietnamese guy. And this guy, this was before I had a lot of experience overseas in Asia. But even after being in Eastern Germany for 5 years, this guy came across is such a hard worker, buying his family a house in Vietnam, and taking care of his family, and more later I would see many men in China who do have the traditional male role to take care of their family and to buy a house before they get married, and these kind of old traditions from hundreds of years. And I saw that caused a deficit in compassion, and there's negative attributes. However, always in my head, this Vietnamese guys particularly struck me as a great work ethic. I was impressed. Coming to the US after my twice as old as I was when I left, almost. I hope if I've gained anything, it's sorry everybody. Wow, my camera ran out of battery. I got 2 extra batteries now though. I don't know, I told you guys about 2 batteries. Who knows what you missed, huh? I won't know until I get home, so that sucks. I didn't look at my remote. I should be looking more often, huh? Who knows when it was last out. But look at this beautiful, look at the mountains, the Sierra Mountains. Is that beautiful? Donner Pass and stuff. Gotta hurry up and get home though. But what I was saying, I was telling you a story about this guy in Vietnam. And this Vietnamese guy I met in America, and his work ethic. I was saying that I think my work ethic has been added to and changed as I came to America back in all these experiences I had. I was saying that maybe Tesla's not using my other skills, but I know I'm definitely using those skills, and I gotta keep those honed for my kids. Just paraphrase. I can't say the same thing again and again, right? I was saying I hate to talk about myself that much. Sorry about that. So, in other news, I gotta do some reviews sometime. I gotta review the toe boots, the new light, the new brake light, and the remote. I'm gonna do a review of my work shoes. Who knows? Anybody working in factories? I'll show you the best pair of work boots that I found, even though I hate them. But as much as I hate them, I like them better than any other work shoes I've ever tried on, which isn't to say a lot, right? huh? Summertime's finally here. Hard to say that we'll ride this afternoon. I hate not sleeping, and I hate not riding. And I know I've been really hard on my body. You know, when you don't sleep, your kidneys, your body can't clean out all the things like uric acid. And I've got gouty arthritis, but you need to go get a blood test from the doctor in America to get allopurinol, what I take for my gout. So I don't have time for that. Like eyeglasses, I don't have time for those either. It seems my eyesight's getting worse. I don't know if it's from wearing the plastic safety glasses every day. I notice I have some hard times reading my watch lately. But my schedule has no time for doctors, so I'll just have to ride harder. These guys they're down there on the bike path because they got free time. Me, I don't got time to go up and down the little hills down there. I'm all about speed on my 100-pound beast, right? So we got some more subscribers out there. Awesome. I think about whether or not to put up that video I made in my house. Maybe I was too crazy, like that guy said. Maybe it was too much sarcasm and too much of the blahs. It wouldn't be the first time you've seen that from me, I guess. Who knows? I'll think about it in my head. So yeah, that video of me in the car going to San Francisco on February 11th. That's all I got, man. So much video footage was lost. You could have seen me looking like a wet rat going through a special. Oh, yeah, my wind and my chain jumped into the lower sprocket. Windy. Oh, that's a great one to have behind you. As I put force on my chain ring, my middle chain ring jumped into the second gear. I guess I should adjust that under high torque. It does that sometimes. I guess a roll-off wouldn't do that, right? I wonder about roll-offs sometimes, their functionality. Oh, this is quite the wind, everybody. This is like that after work resistance surprise. Is that all you got, wind? Woo! It's all right. I'm ready. point in riding if you can't feel alive, right? And sometimes to feel really alive, you need that wind in your face. I'm sorry that it's probably messing up the microphone. I'll check to see if there's a wind setting or not. I forgot. But it's pretty freaking windy. That desert wind. Like courage the cowardly dog. It's all windy, right? Woo. Come on. Come on. Family's way. So I could go high RPM. That should be the strategy, right? I'm all trying to power my way through it, which is hard on your knees. Should be high RPM. But I like to get my wife to ride a bike. She's gaining weight, and we have a clubhouse membership to the gym on our trailer park. I know if she goes there in the daytime, all these guys are gonna be all over her. Makes me a little uncomfortable. I want to trust her. God, I don't want the situation to turn bad, you know what I mean? I don't want it to be a bad situation, guys. Is that stupid? Did I worry about those things? Yeah. Just more worry. Oh yeah, windy. God damn it. That's cool, but I'm in a hurry to go home. And this wind is not helping things out. I'm all over it now. What? I don't know what's up, got really windy. Wait for me, I'm coming home, okay? Yeah. Going to ruin my relationship when all the American songs about getting laid and the culture in America. Sideways, man, that's kind of cool. If it is like that, what are my options, huh? It'd be sad. Sad. That kind of thing would happen. I try to think positive. You know? of how fat everybody's gotten in America. Like, in China, my wife is just average, right? I mean, in America, next to the obese majority, it's like, I don't know, fucking kind of strange, right? All these rich guys and their nice cars and their player attitude. Well, I'm at work in school. I'm at work and my kids are in school. This is my wife. Can she maintain? Look at me. Look at the American soap operas we grew up with. As the world turns. I don't know, man. It's not in my nature to be jealous like that. So this is a strange situation for me. I mean, I'm barking at ghosts. Oh, there's an accident, everybody. Oh my God. Okay, we got it. Hey, is everybody okay?
Yeah, just a little shaken up. Thanks so much.
Alright, you guys need to call an ambulance or anything?
She's calling her husband right now. I'm actually going to go grab my phone and
Okay. Good luck. I hope you guys are okay. And I don't want that to happen. Accidents and mayhem. Wife and kids. I worry about her driving her car. You know, she's definitely not ready to drive. Really not. She's like, I don't know if she'll ever be ready, man. I'm trying to teach her with me, but I gotta grab the wheel and the emergency brake a lot, man. And it's scary. Part of me says, well, do you want to roll around Reno in a car? And I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, it's crazy. I want her to be free to go to libraries or whatever she wants, except for the bad thing. Oh. Crazy, man. So, anyhow, I guess I'll just be prepared. For me, actually, it's important to me, but you know, I gotta worry about my kids, number one. Like years ago when she cheated on me, like I told her straight out, is it worth it? And there's some extraneous circumstances. So I was forgiving. I was hurt. And whoa, she was pretty messed up what she did. However, for me, kids are number one. And hey man, I wasn't the Virgin Mary in my youth, right? So as a soldier, sometimes you got to take a hit. I don't know. So I just hope, I hope everything's cool, man. And you know, when I haven't slept all night and I'm doing not a lot of sleep, some kind of psychosis, paranoia be destroyer, right? Damn. So beautiful day. They got a dinosaur in their backyard. Oh. Pretty cool, man. So I'm gonna go home and do what I gotta do. See the kids, get them out the door, get a couple hours of sleep. Beautiful weather like this, you know I'm gonna ride. I don't know if I'm gonna make a vlog or not this afternoon, because it takes time to process these, right? That's pretty difficult for me. I don't even know when I'll get this one up, but it's a bigger SD card than my old one, so it can hold more. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know what you missed when the camera was off. I'll have to check it out. Maybe you missed a lot, right? Maybe like all is niche, right? Everything and nothing, maybe. It's okay. I got more videos. Unfortunately, it's the same ride. So I'll try to do some off the bike things more, right? Oh, windy, huh? Hell, it's blowing down telephone poles, huh? Crazy. Oh my God, it broke. Yeah. That's not good. But it's windy. Blow me down. Shiver me timbers. It's sad. Okay. So I made a paycheck. I got healthy. I'm facing my insecurities. Made some friends. Rode a bike. Saw a car accident. Found some roadside treasure. Might get one or two subscribers closer to that 1 million subscriber mark. I promise you, when we get 1 million subscribers, we will do some crazy stuff, right? Like, I don't know yet, but by the time we get 1 million subscribers, I'll probably have a great idea, okay? So, it's a nice neighborhood here compared to the rest of Reno. And here's I don't know if you guys heard about the 2 cars we got them much so. Right there. Too bad my wife can't drive the kids to school. So I bought it, but she's not able to drive it yet to school. Here they are. Okay, everybody. Thank you for riding with me. Here's my children getting ready to go to school. Okay. And catch you later. Same bad time, same bad channel. What do you want to say?
Hi there.
Paul, you want to say hi? Serge, you want to say hi to the YouTube people?
Hi.
Okay, where are you going?
We're going to school. Apparently I'm going to daughter's.
Pretty windy. The telephone pole blew down.
What?
Yeah.
How about the sun actually do that?
What's that?
The sun actually.
Oh, we gotta hurry up. I gotta go say. All right, goodbye, everybody. Thank you. Bye bye.